From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Good Thursday afternoon, about the first day of fall that's actually felt like fall. Cool and cloudy for now. Will the sun warm us up?
And Vice President Mike Pence will soon be taking this stage in Auburn Hills to help sell the president's new tax plan. But we do begin with this house explosion that rocked a West Side Detroit neighborhood. Thank you so much for joining us this noon. Debris from that explosion, it flew more than 30 yards, I should say, in this neighborhood. Fortunately, the family that lives in that house was not home at the time of the blast. Nick Monticelli has been out since nearly this explosion happened near the Livernois and 8 Mile area. Nick, do we know what went wrong here? What caused the explosion?
So the arson investigators from the Detroit Fire Department say this certainly was some kind of gas explosion. They think it's natural gas, but as you can see, there are still a lot of crews here from DTE and from the arson team trying to figure out exactly what that was. And I know it's kind of difficult to make all of this out, but that was a house at one point. So if you look carefully beyond those guys standing there, if you can even see it, the front porch of the home used to be there. Then we can zoom out a little bit. This is portions of the home. The front door landed over here, about 30 yards away.
My bed was shaking. It hurts.
Firefighters will tell you they have lost count of how many fires they've fought, but explosions, these don't happen very often.
People heard it 3 or 4 blocks away. There's people here from 2 blocks up all the way down by 8 Mile. They said they heard it. And like I said, I thought somebody had hit my house.
Leah Smith lives right next door to the home that no longer exists. She's the one who called 911.
I just was hoping that they would get here to save my house because their house is blown up and there's nothing left. And I'm just so glad I made it out.
Arson investigators are still working to figure out exactly what happened, but say it is safe to say natural gas was involved. How it filled the home and how it sparked has yet to be determined. Fortunately, the couple who lives here wasn't home. And even though this is devastating, it can all be replaced.
I called her and she was just crying, and I said, "Stop crying. I'm so glad you're alive."
Kay Muhammad's sister is the one who lives here. She was at the hospital with her husband. Otherwise, they would have been asleep when their home exploded.
If it wasn't for them going to the hospital for my brother-in-law issues, they just would have been in there. And I can't even imagine that.
Oh, it's all a blessing. Angels all around them. You believe that?
All right, so looking live again at what used to be their home. Part of the problem in all of this is that when fire crews got here, engine 44 was one of the first engines on scene. There was still an active gas leak, so firefighters had to try to put the fire out, put multiple pieces around this area out that were still on fire. And then when DTE got here, they really didn't have access to shut the gas off, so they actually had to cut into the road here. This is on Monica Street on Detroit's west side. They had to cut one access line over there, and you can see over here they just finished patching a hole in the ground where they dug another access point. So this has been quite an operation all morning long. Again, this happened at 3:30 in the morning. It is now past noon, and they are still working on this. We are live here on Detroit's west side. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Well, who would think that they'd be thankful to have complications from a surgery, but that ended up being what saved their life.
Right.
Just incredible. All right, Nick, thank you. Vice President Mike Pence is here. He's right here in Metro Detroit this afternoon. He's here to pitch the president's new tax plan just announced. And let's take a live look right now in Auburn Hills, where the vice president is expected to take the stage right there behind our Rod Maloney. And Rod, with a look at the plans, talk us through what we know so far about this tax plan and how it benefits the average taxpayer.
That's right, Rhonda. You know, the president ran on a number of things that changed immigration policy, also on a better economy. And at the heart of the better economy part is a new tax plan that he talked about, and that's exactly what the vice president is going to be rolling out here today. Now, the Trump administration has had precious few legislative victories. They think they can get there with this one. The first thing the president's plan does is flatten the tax code by simplifying tax brackets. Right now, there are 5, 15, 25, 28, 33, 35, and 39.6%. Under the proposed plan, we would have only 3, 12, 25, and 35%. Perhaps most helpful to the average taxpayer is the increased standard deduction. That's the amount of which that you actually start paying taxes. Right now, if you're single, your standard deduction is $6,350. A married couple gets to use $12,700. The newly proposed number is almost double that. For single, it's $12,000. Married couples, $24,000. The child tax credit will increase above the current $1,000 per child amount and offers increased income phase-outs, allowing more parents to take these credits. And the plan will also eliminate the marriage penalty, newly married couples paying higher tax rates than if they'd stayed single. Of course, there's always a trade-off in such instances. To pay for this, the Trump administration intends to eliminate major write-offs. President Trump wants to keep the mortgage interest and charitable deductions, but get rid of the rest, which includes writing off your state or local income taxes. In another bold move, the president looks to eliminate the alternative minimum tax, death and generation skipping taxes. And for business, he asks to reduce the corporate income tax rate from 35% to 20%. And for small businesses, he wants to reduce the pass-through business tax to 25%. Now, when you call this a bold tax plan, what you end up with is the notion that they've been trying to change a lot of our unwieldy tax system for generations now. And there have been a lot of lobbying efforts to kill that. And so they're undoing a lot of things and they're going big in this thing. The question is, can they get it through the White House? Now, Vice President's taking the stage. We're going to leave. We'll have full coverage coming up on Local 4 News at 5. Reporting live in Auburn Hills, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod, and we do want to listen in shortly. Do you know, is that the vice president taking the stage right now? Or, well, once he does take the stage, we will check in. And we'll also have his full remarks at clickondetroit.com as well, so you can actually get onto our app or our website to listen in. Meanwhile, a little cloudy out there with our Windsor sky cam, Brandon.
I don't care. It's cooling off. This is my kind of weather. We will get some batches of these lake-enhanced clouds and leaking only over Lake Huron. Numbers, how about this? 60 degrees in Ann Arbor. We haven't moved a whole lot since this morning, where we started out in the 40s and low 50s. 61 at Metro, 60 in Mount Clemens, Macomb County. We're comparing noon temperatures today to noon temperatures yesterday. Midday, we were feeling slightly cooler air coming in yesterday. So these aren't dramatic numbers, but about 10 degrees cooler at noon today compared to yesterday, and only staying in the middle 60s through the day today. Mostly cloudy now. We'll get some waves of sun and clouds and comfortable low humidity kind of weather. You can see this batch of clouds. We're about to see a little bit of a break here like Oakland County has, and there are more clouds coming, but you see the rain is elsewhere. We are tracking some Friday rain, and I will have that for you in just a few minutes.
Brandon, we'll see you here in a few. In the meantime, the Pleasant Valley Road Bridge, this is over in the Brighton area over eastbound I-96, will now have to be demolished. That will happen this afternoon, and this is all after a semi-truck crashed into that overpass yesterday. Right now, the eastbound lanes of I-96 remain closed in Brighton Township, and the bridge was expected to be demolished at 8 o'clock tonight, but MDOT tells us work will now begin this afternoon. You're looking at how bad the morning rush hour was this morning on those eastbound lanes of I-96, which is expected to reopen tomorrow morning, believe it or not. So that demolition will happen quickly. Pleasant Valley Road over I-96 will remain closed, though, for the next 6 months for rebuilding. Dearborn police say that the 2 children involved in that daycare shooting are no longer in critical condition. The young children were rushed to the hospital yesterday when another child found a handgun in a home daycare and fired it, hitting the 2 3-year-old children. The children are now listed in serious condition. Investigators say that they will be meeting with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office to determine what, if any, charges will be filed in this shooting. Local 4 News at noon, just getting started. Still ahead, a high-speed chase ends in a crash, and the driver, you won't believe it, was only 10 years old. But first, not only is Puerto Rico dealing with mass power and phone outages, but many residents also don't have access to clean running water in their homes, and widespread concern now happening. It's growing over the water supply on that island. We'll have more on that next. Welcome back, everybody. The devastation is mounting in Puerto Rico in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. The island is now facing a serious water crisis. In addition to the power and phone outages and limits to medical services, many also are complaining about the slow distribution of aid. Lines for necessities like food, water, cash, and gas are stretching for blocks. President Trump is facing criticism as well, and now intensifying his focus on this growing crisis.
As Governor Rossello just told me this morning, the entire federal workforce is doing great work in Puerto Rico.
Now, at first, no one had power on this entire island, but parts of the island's power is starting to come back, but the majority are still left without power. President Trump is expected to arrive in Puerto Rico next Tuesday to assess the damage there. One person was killed and another was injured when rocks came crashing down the face of El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. Dozens of climbers were on that wall at the time for the height of the climbing season there, but it is unknown if the victims were climbers. The injured person was transported to an area hospital, and this is the height of climbing season, as I mentioned, there at Yosemite National Park. A 10-year-old Texas boy is recovering from a crash after he was behind the wheel in a high-speed chase with police. It's a fifth grader that was angry about being in trouble and took off in his mother's truck. A police officer started to follow behind the young boy after he ran a red light. At times, the boy was speeding at more than 80 miles per hour. A 10-year-old, the child eventually lost control of that vehicle and crashed, breaking his arm and fracturing his eye socket.
New at noon.
Good Thursday afternoon. Welcome back to fall. We have some clouds coming in right now, but we are tracking some Friday showers, wet weather all over the place to the west of us, and we'll track it with you next.
I think that skill helps you to see when other things aren't right.
They can be heroes on the open highway. Truck drivers spotting a crime that targets young girls and boys.
It takes a lot of people to stop what's going on right now. And I feel for families that have to go through this, don't know where their kid is.
Tell me about some of the crazy stuff you see on the road.
Truck drivers trained to spot sex trafficking, and one local company is a champion for the cause.
They have no problem putting themselves out there if you give them the opportunity and the tool to do so.
See how these truck drivers can really help stop this crime tonight at 11.
This summer.
Welcome back, everybody. As Brandon has been talking about all day, this is his weather that he loves. For those of us that are summer lovers and miss the 90s already, that would be me. I'm on your side.
Your purse, your wallet, your bank account. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Tired of paying the AC bill.
Yeah, it was on nonstop for about a week there at the end of September. It doesn't make any sense. Instead, today we open up the windows and air out the joint. 61 degrees with cloudy skies, and at times we'll get some breaks. We'll get a little bit of sun, but barometric pressure is high, and that's a good thing. Stable weather, at least for now. Real quick, looking back at the NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, the government meteorology department that handles a lot of big things weather-wise around the country, including the 3-month outlook, October, November, December, temps, precipitation. And you can see here the Great Lakes region, we're forecasting a slightly warmer than normal next 3 months. And when it comes to precipitation, the jury's still out. I guess drier in the deep south and wetter in the Pacific Northwest, but a lot of the Great Lakes region just kind of around what we normally get. And if we're warmer than normal over the next 3 months, should be more rain than snow. Why did I mention snow? 68 degrees right now with an average on this 28th of September, 69. So we're right there. We may actually struggle to hit 68 the way temps are going right now. But once we get a couple of waves of some sun, it will certainly help. 52 overnight. Rain on the way. It's not going to be a super rainy overnight, but scattered rain and thunder showers after 3 or 4 a.m. Couple of showers coming out of Lake Huron over parts of southern Ontario. You see the clouds over us now, and we, before the break, showed you moisture coming out of the northwest, out of the west and southwest, and we're really concerned about this. Not really concerned, but it's a reinforcement of some cooler air, and it will be the spark for our shower activity heading into tomorrow. Again, really nothing happening today. We'll stop the clock here at about 3 a.m. Scattered showers through the morning could slow down your morning drive. By lunchtime or so, things start to improve. Maybe even a little bit of afternoon sunshine coming your way on Friday, we hope. 68 degrees or so, depending on the sunshine. 60s, though, for sure throughout the afternoon. Saturday, Sunday are dry, and with clear skies, Saturday, Sunday mornings are going to be in the 40s. Could have some of our rural areas, Rhonda, over the weekend flirting with the 30s.
Wow.
But plenty of sun.
We'll have to close the windows at that point. Thank you, Brandon. Vice President Mike Pence has taken the stage at American Axle in Auburn Hills. Let's take a listen.
But before we begin, allow me to take a moment, perhaps on behalf of all of you here and anyone looking on, to say that as we gather here and talk about important issues, our hearts, our support, and our prayers are with our fellow Americans struggling to rebuild their lives in the wake of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. From the outset of this storm, President Trump directed the full resources of the federal government to support rescue and recovery efforts. I'm proud to say our administration has already delivered more than 4.5 million meals, 4.6 million liters of water, and many millions more are on the way. Over 10,000 federal officials are on the ground in Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands as we speak, working hand in hand with local families and officials and communities to provide assistance and comfort to those in need. They include the Navy, the Coast Guard, the Marines, the National Guard, and FEMA. They're all on the ground making a difference right now.
And you are listening in to Vice President Mike Pence. He is right here in Auburn Hills. He's expected to also talk about the new announcement on the tax plan that the White House unveiled yesterday. Today's event actually wraps up Vice President's two-day trip here in Michigan. Last night he attended a private dinner with the Michigan Republican Party at a home in Bloomfield Hills. And if you would like to continue listening in to the Vice President's remarks, you can find them right on clickondetroit.com. Still ahead, it's finally here, the return of Will and Grace. So much anticipation. Up next, the cast talks about returning and reuniting after 10 years.
100.
Oh, finally, it's here. Throwback Thursday on NBC is taking it way back to the Will and Grace days.
Yeah, the show returns for the start of all new episodes more than a decade after the original series left air.
We should just be what we've always been.
A sad, middle-aged lady. And Grace.
All the previews I've seen look very funny. The cast reunited last fall, and that's when many behind-the-scenes new chemistry didn't go anywhere. Now, nearly 20 years after Will and Grace first premiered, it's back for more.
Will and Grace airs tonight at 9 p.m. right here on Local 4, followed by the season premieres of Great News and Chicago Fire.
It's going to be a good night. Good night to watch Local 4.
Wings are on tonight as well. It's just, let's go.
Absolutely. Don't forget, Vice President Mike Pence is here in town in Auburn Hills. He's speaking right now, and you can listen in at clickondetroit.com. Have a good day, everybody.